Please join in to my weekly reading reviews. Today I'm going to explain what a direct edition is, comic book, and a first edition comic book. While a first edition comic book is the first printing and much more sought after and rare. So it will say first edition on the copyright page. As you can see on here. This is Baltimore Omnibus Volume 1. It says over here, first printing, first edition, October 2019. Where there's the number line at the bottom, it says first edition. So there's a number 1 in there, which means it's the first edition. I'll be reading that soon. And let me explain for what it says. It will say direct edition on the UPC at the bottom of the comic book. Direct edition means that these are sold on to specific comic book retailers and not newsstands. But they could be rarer, or some newsstand ones could be rarer, as they're more sought after. So let me just go through this again. And this, by the way, is an anniversary edition, which says it's the 30th anniversary. It's 1962 to 1992. 1962 to 1990, Incredible Hulk. Let's just read some of this comic book. Wolverine, the wolf and two of danger in the hills. This is not my past. I know that now. Guess I should be thankful. Because this is one memory that will becoming just as dangerous as reality. Look at that. Aye! Buffalo snort what? Snort what is we being attacked? Worst can fear scream. Coral come Canadian. Stop go further. We cannot enter this ground until the proper prayers have been said. This is a great book. Wolverine Marvel Comics presents 30th anniversary 1962 to 1992. Superb book. One I found, this will be for sale in my book collectors. This will be sold in my online shop, which is Redukcollectables. Yes, and they were finally risen. What wait, look, there looks like it can't horses. He was standing guard tonight. Looks, his motive is still alive. No Canadian, you must go enter this ground. It's corrupted. What means alive? I tell you that there needs to help. Just still, boy, and just there, and don't move till I can. Oh Lord, shakes eyes of fear. Father, I'm lost. I'm lost. Easy born, easy boy. Good Lord. So if you haven't been here, I've been explaining what a direct edition comic book is and a first edition comic book. Well, a first edition comic book, it will say first edition printing on the contents page, as it says over here. First edition, October 2019, and there'll be a line which with the round number, then have number 1 in it. So it's the first edition. This is Baltimore Omnibus 1, first edition. And this here, I would say, is a direct edition, which is sold directly to comic book retailers and not newsstands. They could be rarer, or some newsstand ones are rarer as they're in short supply. This is X-Force direct edition. On the UPC, it would say direct edition. Let me just read this. Hi everyone, welcome back. Let me just read this book. The whole thing started with a really boring movie. No need to name the name of the movie. It was really boring. It looked great. It took place in a very cool looking European village, and while I was in the theatre watching it, I got to think that I'd like to draw a real cool looking European village. I think the film was set in the early 1900s, so I got to think about that one in the village. And naturally, I started in this about the vampires because that's how my brain works. And my time and my wife and walked out of the film. I still never seen them of the film. I had the basic plot in mind for what would eventually be the Baltimore novel. I make up stories and time is since it's taking stories all the time, and most of them don't stick around. But I'm couldn't shake this one. I chewed it all up for a couple of days and just remember riding the subway and one day thinking, "Hey, I've got a legged soldier," and my all-time favourite Hans Christian Andersen story is The Steadfast Tin Soldier, and almost an experiment. I dropped that story into the plot and the whole came together, and I suddenly had my ending, and I told a Baltimore Steadfast Tin Soldier and the Vampire. Bang! Now I just had the natural writing and drawing thing. So if you are new to this page, this is Redukcollectables, and welcome back. I'm reading comic books over here and explain direct edition and first edition publishing books. So please help by sending a like or subscribe to my channel. That would be great. Thank you. Let me just read some of this Wolverine again. Hands up if you like Wolverine, say so. Yes, Lynchon has finally risen. What look over there looks like. It's the Count Horses. He was standing guard tonight. Look, his move is still alive. No Canadian, you must enter this ground. It is corrupted. What man's alive? I tell you, you need help. I just still, boy, just lie there and don't move at all as I can. Oh Lord, shakes eyes for fire. Mother, father, I'm lost. I am lost. Easy boy, good Lord. Now come, we must leave this place. Here are the hands of the spirits. Now can Adrian touch the unseen rotted flesh? The sight of the Mongolia has driven him mad. For more may look upon, linger and help remain whole. Look, those marks, the trail under the passage, no grief will grow through there again. I ain't concerned about the grass, old wolf heart. Those tracks lead in the circle around the hill. That thing is heading backwards. Hello everyone again. Let me just read this Baltimore omnibus. By the name of Hellboy was working out, I just couldn't find the time to step away from it. I draw a graphic novel and I would like to at least a year, somewhere behind the way, and told the plot of the Christian Golden, and he liked it. And over the next couple of years, I occasionally asked where I was going to go around to doing the vampire thing, and eventually realised I was probably going to get around, but it was so full of stuff I couldn't bring myself to just scrap it. So one day I asked Chris if he would write a novel based on my notes. He said yes, and that was it. If anyone's here early, this is Baltimore Omnibus when I'm reading that. This is part of the Collectible Cave. Welcome to Red UK Collectibles. While Chris fleshed out my story quite a bit, adding to the entire short stories, please like and subscribe. That'd be great, thank you. I need always looking for new friends and people to join in with conversation. I've got a message here, this is great. Welcome to the chat. Serious bit there, but I haven't really fully understood that, so that'd be great though anyway. Let's read more of this Baltimore Omnibus. We'll bring the characters alive over here. of this book. What a franchise on the coast of France, August 1916, half a year. Let me just put this over here. So I'll put that onto one side for a moment. I'll read Baltimore Omnibus 1. So, half a year since plague ended the war, but the dying goes on and on. Lord Baltimore's quest continues. Gerard shrunk. There are no shadows deep enough to hide you. Max doesn't hide, Max doesn't run. You don't run, don't us run. Max should have run, bam. Hurry, the others will escape you. Whack, hiss. Shriek. No, Dawn, no, not until you tell me where he is. A 2 foot de la fortuna, se a de rule din nestora na pate. Cause yes, boom. So, oof, who is in hell? That looks painful. Here are you badly broken. Are you dead? Call the back which you're not having me. There are see the man is in hell would spit him out. Back which you'd have me. I don't want you to fall, but watch your tongue and he'll call you the lightning down as did the leeches. Call on the listening, listen to yourself. You should thank me for it. Come into the light. Ultimate Omnibus 1. Call the lightning, listen to yourself. You should thank me for it. Come into the light. Please, sir, put my blade away. My grandmother means you no harm. Are you a girl, another witch? My name is Vanessa Carrera of the Witchery. Don't fool you. She can no more meet the lightning then. Hush your mouth, girl. I did not call lightning. You'll get no thanks from me. Them that tell me what I need to know. I can see you here, the gentleman dies, but you've obviously. Okay, so welcome to this Redukcollectables UK Collectibles. This is live reading Baltimore Omnibus Volume 1. Hope you guys can read along as well. And if you like this, please state in the comments Hi, this is Usman. State in the comments if you like this book. I love it too. Let's read it from here. Baltimore Omnibus 1. Why did you lightning to get me thanks when we needed them? They're live. Their ashes can't tell me what I need to know. I can see where the gentleman wants you obviously lost their manners. I kept them from escaping. They would have escaped. This is reading Omnibus Volume 1. Half the town is dead or dying in the plague, and they've been feeding off what's left from the shadows. I would not want to live with one of them, left alone. If you have killed them yourself, and why did you wait? while so many died. Kill one, they make two more. The older ones hide themselves only when you finish them. Could be sure to get the old ones, the smart ones. There may be others recently still hidden from the scene, but stricken with plague or afflicted with more than the disease. The stragglers suppose of difficulty. What will you now know the information of your sort? Continue my hunt. I pursue a vampire, one of the old ones, sometimes called Hagnus. To would you know him, the long scar, here is by the absence of his right eye. Welcome back to Redukcollectables, everybody. This is Baltimore Omnibus Volume 1 for sale in my eBay shop, Redukcollectables, so please have a look and check it out. There's some very good books in there. I sell other items as well, such as cards. Pokemon cards. These are for sale as well. Pokemon and Digimon cards. And Gundam cards. These are for sale on Redukcollectables. So some of the hits are for sale, so please check them out on my eBay shop. Read more of this comic book here. Now come and leave this place. Oh, here the hands of the spirits now again, aiding the touch of the Lingia and rotted to his flesh. The sight of Lingia has driven me mad, for no one may look and remain whole. Okay, so I'll leave it there for today. This is Redukcollectables, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Please subscribe and like, as I'm always looking for new followers and friends. That'd be great. Thank you. As a summary, we've addressed what a first edition book is today, and what a direct edition book is today, and what the first printing means. And it means that it's been first printed, and you can tell by the front of the contents page as a direct edition. So this is first printing, as I said. I'm summarising this. There's first edition on the contents page, and there's a number 1 in the line there. So it's the first edition. It's got bottom one with the first edition. As a summary, I've also explained that direct edition would be written at the bottom of the comic book in the UPC. This would be sold in comic book shops, but newsstand edition could be rarer, as they're sold in less quantities. So this could be rare, based on what it's saying. This is a direct edition book. And this here I've been reading is a 30th anniversary book. It says at the bottom of the page, anniversary 1962 to 1992. This is for sale in my eBay shop, Redukcollectables, so please check it out. It's only about £1. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in, and please like and subscribe, as I'm always looking for new followers.